What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of No Sweat Bets. You have myself, JD from Line Movers, along with my main man, Joe from Lay Off the Juice. Joe, what is up, man?
Yo, feeling yesterday was rough, man. I either got hooked or lost by one on what 4 out of 5 bets, man. So,
Hmm.
but I did go 1-1 in best bets. So if you look it up, we're doing good. So
Yes, I do have to say, as far as best bets, yesterday they actually did go well for actually me. Um, and that means as far as for this format and actually this week on our best bets, we're actually now 8-3. So we are definitely rolling along nicely here. As far as me as a whole, yesterday I definitely did have a good day, and that was with getting hooked twice. So that very could easily have been a very big day, but it was still a good day. So can't complain there. To start off with, just to recap, I mean, man, that game last night went exactly how we thought it would. We said, the Wolves in Game 4, they gave it everything. They laid it all out there. They had that close loss, and that was the end. And
yeah,
I mean, right from the start of the game, that it was very clear.
they had
That
27 points in the first half.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's embarrassing.
yeah, that was just one of those. Like I literally didn't even watch it. Like I was like doing something right at the start of the game, and then I looked at the score and I was like, oh gosh. um,
But check this out. They still almost hit the full game over. I knew OKC was gonna score. I just thought that with the season on the line, Minnesota would do something. And Randall did catch fire in the third quarter, but for the most part, the dude had like 5 points in the first half. It was like, come on, bro, again. like so.
yeah, actually, actually, in our VIP chat, that was like there's what a little there's what a lot of people asked me was as far as like the total and stuff, and I said specifically about the Thunder team total over. I believe it was at 114.
Yeah.
Uh, so that was a nice easy cash. So yes, I do have to say if you are not in VIP, get in there, guys. There is a 50% off link right down there. So click on that. And actually, while you're at it, smash that like button for us. We would greatly appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and get into tonight's game, guys. Um, got a little Pacers and Knicks action. Knicks are laying 4 or either 4.5, depending on the book. Total of 223. And just to start off with, I think um, this number is larger than it should be, just because this is a Knicks must-win spot, and the Knicks are at home, so people are just they're thinking a must-win spot. This is going to be the spot to lay it with the Knicks. But Joe, I'm actually going to let you go first here. What are you thinking?
So for this playoff series, I have rarely touched sides, but in this one, I'm gonna take the Indiana Pacers plus the points. Now, hear me out. There's a couple reasons why. I absolutely love watching the post game interviews, right? And
Mhm.
Tyrese Halliburton said after one interview, he was like, "We knew it was a must win game for them, but we came out here and punched them in the mouth first." That was when they went to Madison Square Garden, right? And guess what happened? They won that game. Um, who else said that quote? Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth, right?
Yep.
So I was like listening to the post game interviews, and then Shaq and all those other guys. They were like, "This Pacers team is young, but they're older beyond their years. Like they're very mature for where they are, right?" Because you could have easily said, "Well, we beat the Cleveland Cavs. We beat the Bucks that were injured. We beat the Cavs that was injured. Nobody respects us. Now we beat the Knicks. You're gonna get some respect." So that got me to thinking was their mindset is a maturity thing. That's a coaching thing, right? So the rabbit hole that I ran down was let me look up some of Rick Carlisle's accolades. And one of the things that I found was Yes, he's one of 14 players to ever play in the NBA and win a championship. But guess what else I found out? When it comes to environments and rough crowds, he played for the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks. Like two very hostile environments. So if it's anybody that feels like going home, it will be this Pacers team winning MSG. And the other thing is you want to have the rest advantage, right? OKC, you know they're in the finals. They just closed out their finals. OKC is tough enough, but you do not want them to get a rest advantage over you. You don't want to play that extra game because the extra 40 something minutes on legs that adds up. So you want to close this out as soon as possible. The other thing, the Pacers are 6-1 on the road this postseason. Like, why not? The Knicks have lost 5 games at home. The Knicks are known for going down in the first half. Like, these are the things that we know, right? These aren't subjective things. So, long story short, man, I'm going to take the Pacers plus the 4 because, worst case, I do see a world in which Jalen Brunson is so dominant that he just goes off and drops 40. And then Karl Anthony Towns hits a step back 3 to win the game. Well, guess what? With 4 points, I'm good. Like 4 points in the NBA means if the game is close at the end, can the other team hit their free throws to cover the spread? That's really what 4 points says to me. And when I'm looking at the last game, the Knicks gave up 20 points off of turnovers. That is insanely high. They also don't share the ball. They play too much hero ball. Hero ball will not beat a team that plays like a team. If you want to know how I figured that out, look at the box score. The Knicks only had 17 assists. The Pacers had 29. They almost doubled. That literally means they're playing unselfish basketball. Like when you take all those things into consideration, playing like a team helps you go into rough environments. Being mentally tough, having a coach who's been there, done that, you know, that I mean, he played in New York. So they're probably eating at very nice places. They're probably getting hometown discounts, even though they're the away team. Because one of the things that I noticed was I'm like, why don't I really hear any Pacers hate? You know, like that is it's not always about what you hear, sometimes it's what you don't hear, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why aren't I hearing so much hate about them? Like I heard the Mr. Overrated, and he turned that into fuel. And ever since, him and everybody else just went crazy. Uh yeah, I don't want to say everything, but that's how I feel, and that's why I'm on the Pacers plus 4.5 or plus 4. I do have a couple props, but I want to let JD go before I just run off at the mouth.
Yeah, man. You made you made a lot of great points, and I like agree with every single one of them. Um, Gosh, where to even start? I mean, yeah, just like you said, man, the Pacers have been such a good road team, and not just versus the Knicks. It was versus the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? Like they've like been doing it, the whole entire time here. Um, as far as the Pacers as the side, there's how I am also going here. As far as the team total over, came really close on actually on actually that again. I mean, I think for the Knicks to have any chance, I mean, we've like talked about it before, but like they have to try to slow it down. It's just can they actually slow it all the way down? And I'm not sure if they can, but I'd like know for sure that's what they're going to try to do here. I mean, that's just what they have
Yeah,
to try to do.
yeah,
So that's why that team total this time. That's why I'm not going to just bet that one, even though I've been betting it just every time. I am going to lay off of it here. Um, but but if you do want to bet that, like I do not blame you.
yeah. I'm so here with you on that.
Yeah, and I mean, Joe, you made a lot of great points. As far as Brunson going off, he, I mean, he's going to have to, but even that may not be like enough though,
Yes,
because just
exactly.
like you said, the way Pacers are playing team ball, man, the way they pass the ball, man. it's just so fun to watch.
It,
Um,
everybody touches it.
yeah, and just like getting that extra pass in, man, it changes up like just so much.
Let me add something right here. I'm
All right.
sorry to cut you off, but one of the things that I was listening to with Jeff Teague, he said Jalen Brunson passes the ball at the very end of the shot clock. That's why he doesn't have a lot of assists. Because it's hard as hell as a shooter to get rhythm when every time you catch the ball, it's like 2 or 3 seconds left. You barely got enough time to touch it, put it in your hand, hit the ground once, and put it
Right.
up. So he was like, when I saw him doing that, I knew they were gonna lose. And I'm like, damn, that's a very valid point. Like I hadn't thought about that. The Pacers passed the ball early in the shot clock, right? So
Yes.
everybody has a chance to touch it and do what's best for the play. Whereas when you look at the Knicks, Brunson holds it until the very last 3 to 4 seconds of the shot clock. Then he throws it to you, and it's almost like hot potato. So maybe they address that, maybe they don't. But again, that's why he doesn't have as many assists as he should because he has so much usage.
But going back to the Brunson thing, I mean, yeah, he has to go off, and then it's going to take somebody else and probably two other guys. I mean, that the team has to have a good night. But yeah, it's just the way they play ball. Like you're saying, yes, like Brunson or like Cat are gonna have to go off. But as far as Brunson, I think it's gonna be him. Um, he's like the one that in these spots is like gonna show up.
Yeah.
And if he says like, okay, it's just got to go on my back and I'm gonna do it, like he's gonna do it. Um, but it's gonna like he's gonna have to have help though. Like he's just gonna have to.
But if we know that, do you think that the Pacers game plan to take Brunson away and make somebody else do it?
That's what you would certainly think.
Just thinking about it, because it's like, damn, like Brunson, or they leave it just the way it is because Brunson gets his, but it's still not enough.
Right.
Like when we talked about the Timberwolves, they did everything right. They won all the statistical categories. They should have won that game, but they didn't. That's really where I feel the Knicks are in the exact same spot. Like Brunson had 31, Karl Anthony Towns had 24, and OG had 22. And they still lost by 9. Like, that is a pretty damn good box score. So
Yeah.
Thibodeau has done what he could with what he has. He's changed the starting lineup. We didn't see that coming at all. Like,
Definitely didn't see that one coming.
so it was like he's doing all that he can. I just don't think this next team, the starting five, is better on paper. But the Pacers have a deeper team. That bench play matters. When you can have a guy at Benedict Mathurin who at any day can come off the bench and drop 20, like that is saying a lot. Benedict Mathurin, let's see, 9. The entire bench, including Josh Hart, had 21 points, right? That's for the Knicks. Benedict Mathurin had 20 by himself.
So yep.
One guy off the bench had 20. One guy off the bench almost outscored the entire bench for the Knicks. That matters. I know we say it's only, will the Knicks starters play the whole game? No. Josh Hart had 36 minutes. Miles McBride, 15 minutes. Chandry, 11 minutes. Like, Benedict only had 12 minutes. So imagine he scored 20 points in 12 minutes. Guess what's going to happen today? Like, if they found something that he's exploiting, who's to say he doesn't continue to exploit it? He had 10 points on the free throw line. That lets me know he changed the pace of the game. He took it to the hole and he either sustained or helped the league grow. Like, that's what that tells me.
And you know what? And after game 4, I have to say that I was wrong. I thought this series was a dead even series. Um, but no, the Pacers are the better team. Um, they like really are. And if you look at it, this could have been a sweep.
Well, that's why I bet. Remember the future bet that I had? 5-1 plus
Yeah.
350. This is
Yep.
exactly why I bet it. And I'm
Uh,
feeling really good.
you know, when this is played out, I mean, the Pacers they have been the better team. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I am on the Pacers here. Um, Yeah, man. As far as props, do you have anything there?
I do. I have I have three props that I really like. Now,
Okay.
warning, two of these are juicy, but we do have to be consistent and see some go through the net. So these are like layups to me. I got Pascal Siakam over 2.5 assists. That's at minus 130, right? So some people don't say that's juice. I call it juice because I track ROI and all that stuff respectively. So I like that a lot because in playoff away games, he's cleared this in 6 out of 7 games. You don't really think of Siakam as a facilitator, but
Right.
it's about where the assists are. If Siakam has the ball, there's a very good chance that assist is somebody diving to the hole on a layup. It's easy to get 3 of those in a game, especially if your primary way of scoring is in transition. Pascal is always running. He's never sitting still. If you guys have been telling me, I've been killing his under 6.5 rebounds. He's only had 5. This is against the Knicks. Like, I don't know why they keep putting it at 6.5, but today it's at 5.5 and it's plus money, and I don't want to touch that because if he's had 5, in theory, one more, he's over, right?
Yeah.
Um, so Pascal is an assist guy as far as like in the paint. So I like that a lot. It's only 3, right? We need 1 per quarter and we cash. Well, really less than that. So the second one I like is Mitchell Robinson over 8.5 rebounds. Mitchell Robinson at home, he's had 8 and 9 in his last 2 games, right? His minutes have been going up, and he got put in the starting rotation. When you think about spacing, Mitchell Robinson is the reason why Karl-Anthony Towns can go to the three-point line, which is where he loves to live. He does not like the crash boards. He does. He's very good at it because usually the person that's guarding them is a lot smaller. That's why Cat has a lot of rebounds, right? That's why he wins a lot of his rebound matchups because he's bigger than the guy that's guarding him. But I'm not playing 12 rebounds for a guy that can get in foul trouble. Like, that literally may be the Pacers thing. Put Cat in foul trouble, and they did that games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. 8 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson is extremely underpriced, in my opinion. And that is a little juiced at 136. But again, I do think that goes over. And then TJ McConnell over 7.5 points. I've been battling with this one back and forth. McConnell's minutes has went down, but
Yeah.
he's such an efficient scorer. Like, where he scores, it's either always a layup, like a putback layup, or he cuts to the paint, and he's a person that Siakam assists to some of the time. So that's one thing. And he can shoot the 3. He just doesn't, but he can. So
Yeah.
like 8 points for a guy that's as versatile as him, and that if Naismith is injured, that's who's going to get the minutes, right? Naismith ankles swole up before last game.
Big
Of
time.
course, they shot him up with the juice, right? Because there's no way that dude played like that on a swollen ankle if he didn't have the juice in him. So I do think that the more times you take a shot like that, it does have more lasting effects as far as in the future. So maybe I'm reading too much into that, but 7.5 points for little TJ, who's had 10, 10, 12, and 6 in this series. So he's due for a bounce back to his normal 10. And then the third prop, or the fourth prop that I have, and the last prop is Andrew Nemhard, over 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. His lines used to be at 21 and a
I was
half.
just about to say that line's gone down.
Like, yeah, it's going down, and there's no juice on it, which is why I put 2 units on this one.
Okay.
So he's cleared this in 5 out of 7 games this postseason. Head to head in Madison Square Garden, he's had 23 and 17. In the game that he had 17, check this out. Only 2 out of his 6 potential assists were converted, and he only grabbed 3 out of 11 rebounds. And he was still right there at 17. So I think 18 and a half, I think that's a gift with no juice. He could honestly score this. We've seen him score this in just points alone. Like,
Yeah.
never mind the fact that he's a really good facilitator. They just didn't make the shots last time. So I think that Nembhard can get 18 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. That's my favorite prop of the day.
I like that one, man. I think I'm going to be riding that one. Because I'm not, I'm actually not a huge prop guy, but yeah, that one, you're actually getting I mean, just the line value, just on the number of where it's at,
Yep.
you're definitely getting a nice discount there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to ride that one with you. Well, man, before we get into best bets, do you have anything else?
Uh, I do. I'm looking at future tickets for the Pacers versus Thunder. And right now, if the Pacers win 2 games, that's at minus 120.
Okay.
OKC is good, but goddamn, the Pacers are very underrated still. And I'm thinking about hitting that before the Pacers win today, because if the Pacers win today, those odds are probably going to go up a little bit, depending on how they win, right?
I was about to
Um,
say it's not going to change too much, but
yeah, but so if the Pacers lose, the odds might go down, right? So you might get better odds. So if you
well,
want to wait, there's the give and take on that. But me personally, I'm thinking about taking it. So
and guys, that actually leads into something that I was going to be saying next is as soon as this series is over and we know who actually the Thunder are going to be playing, we are going to come on here and actually we're going to do a breakdown of like be actually for game one, just as far as the series. We're going to do a series breakdown, as far as series prices, the handicap. We're going to go through all of that. So yeah, to just let y'all know to be on the lookout for that. But yeah, man, do you have anything else?
yeah, yeah.
Awesome, guys. We're getting into best bets now, but as far as Discord, guys, we have a lot of people joining there, and I definitely appreciate y'all. That is growing now at a very fast rate. So that is completely free. The link is right down there. So definitely join us there. You guys should get more plays. You get to just to talk with us and actually with everybody else. Um, so yeah, guys, definitely join us there. But yeah, man, let's go and get into it. Joe, what is your best bet?
Best bets: Indiana Pacers +4. Give it to me. Lock in with the mentally tough crew. Very underrated in my opinion. Everything that the Thunder has done, the Pacers have literally done. Points off turnovers, assists, playing like a team, depth. They have everything that people brag about for OKC. The Pacers have in just a yellow jersey. And they also have a coach that is top 10 in the NBA for most wins in the NBA. So yeah, dude, I like this Pacers team. Give them something +4.
Man, I'm on the same page, except we can get the hook. So we're gonna get that hook on there also. You can still get that hook at multiple books currently. So that's how we're gonna grade this one. For me, this is a client play. This has already been sent out. So for me, this is definitely a strong play. And just once again, a little reminder as far as on best bets, here we are 8-3. So yeah, rolling along nicely. Joe and myself usually don't have the same actually like bet, um,
All right.
but actually today we do. We have done it one other time, and it smashed. Um, so um, not saying this is a lock or anything like that because there's no such thing as a lock. That's not what
Right.
I'm trying to say. But um, me and him both are on the same page here. So yes, that's a play that we really like. But yeah, guys, not sure as far as the NBA version of this show. I'm not sure when we're going to see you next. Um, but yeah, we will be seeing you soon, though. And I hope everybody has a great end to their week. And yeah, Joe, take us out.
And my boy DJ Khaled said, "You either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby."
That's right, guys. Let's fucking win. Later.